Hi, I'm Linda Wise, General Manager for Recology, Humboldt County.
And I'm Jill Duffy, Executive Director of Humboldt Waste Management Authority, or HWMA.
This short presentation is intended to present and provide the general public with a thumbnail sketch of how trash and recycling is handled within the Eureka community and the relationship between Recology and HWMA. Recology holds a franchise agreement with the City of Eureka, and we provide curbside collection of trash, recycling, bulky item, and green waste services to Eureka City residents. In 2016, Eureka residents generated around 50,000 tons of trash, 2,700 tons of recyclables, and 1,300 tons of green waste. The average Eureka resident generated 5.1 pounds per person per day of trash in 2014, compared to the statewide average of 4.5 pounds. In 2015, that number increased to 5.5 pounds per person per day compared to the statewide average of 4.7. Recology has 52 employees and runs a total of 6 trucks in Eureka, each able to haul 8 to 10 tons of material. We operate 6 routes of weekly trash and curbside recycling collection, as well as collecting commercial trash and recycling. As material is collected and trucks filled, Recology drivers deliver the material to HWMA's Hawthorne Street transfer station and then repeat until the routes are complete.
HWMA owns and operates the Hawthorne Street transfer station, which includes the Tip Floor, Eureka Recycling Center, Household Hazardous Waste, and the Cummings Road Landfill. Member agencies direct their respective franchise solid waste haulers to the Hawthorne Street facility or to one of HWMA's contracted satellite facilities to dispose of solid waste and curbside collected recyclables. In addition to the franchise material, the general public also disposes of material at the Hawthorne Street transfer station. Currently, approximately 170 tons of solid waste per day is received by the facility from franchise and self-haulers, as well as recyclable, household hazardous waste, green waste, and other materials. Total solid waste handled is approximately 70,000 tons annually. Then loaded into semi-truck trailers and transported to Potrero Hills Landfill, located in Solano County, under a contract between HWMA and the Solid Waste of Willits. Each truck holds approximately 22 tons of waste and is transported approximately 280 miles one way. HWMA is also responsible for the closure and post-closure monitoring of the Cummings Road Landfill. Many North Coast communities once had their own refuse locations, many of which have been long forgotten. But the Cummings Road Landfill was large in scale and operated for several decades, and there is a responsibility to monitor and maintain this former landfill. Cummings Road Landfill originally began as a privately owned, open-air burn refuse disposal site that operated from 1933 until 1969. In April of 2013, HWMA and Recology were jointly issued a cleanup and abatement order for the cleanup of a 6.4-acre area containing old burn ash debris that straddled our two adjacent properties. Although neither party was responsible for creating the waste, as property owners, we were responsible for cleaning the property and the proper disposal of the material. Over 92,000 cubic yards of material was removed at a cost of approximately $4 million and placed into the Phase 2 area of the landfill, and the construction was completed in October of 2014. In 1972, the landfill was permitted as a Class 3 landfill and operated by Eureka Garbage Company. Municipal solid waste was received primarily from the communities of Arcata, Eureka, and the surrounding unincorporated communities until the closure of the Table Bluff landfill in 1979. After 1979, municipal waste from Fortuna, Ferndale, Rio Dell, and the surrounding southern Humboldt communities was transported and disposed of at the Cummings Road landfill. Diminishing capacity and a corrective action order by the North Coast Regional Water Quality Control Board, the landfill was slated for closure in 1998. In 1999, HWMA was formed and purchased the landfill to develop necessary engineering and design, perform the construction cap closure, and is now prepared to conduct 30 years of post-closure maintenance and monitoring. In 1927, the California State Legislature established basic regulations for the management of solid waste and over the decades expanded legislation to address the establishment and regulations for landfills, recycling, and diversion of other related waste. Recently passed AB 341, which set a statewide diversion goal of 75% by 2020, which is to be achieved primarily through source reduction, recycling, and continued diversion of materials such as organic waste. To help achieve 75% diversion, HWMA employees engage in manual removal of material from the waste stream. They collect carpet for recycling and use mattresses and foundations for recovery and recycling. HWMA operates the Eureka Recycling Center for the public recycling drop-off. We accept containers, appliances, used oil, electronic, and universal waste. We also operate the only CRV buyback center in Eureka. HWMA also manages waste reduction programs on behalf of our member agencies, and we operate a variety of collection and diversion programs for the general public. One of the largest expenditures to the authority is the handling and disposal of solid waste due to trucking costs associated with long hauling distances, as well as the cost to transport recycled material to recovery markets, household hazardous waste, and green waste processing services.
We need the community's help to reduce waste, and it begins with the consumer.
To reduce, reuse, reclaim, and recycle, and to support HWMA's strategic plan and our diversion activities.
And to develop a current and robust understanding of material collection, diversion, processing, and final destinations, given today's infrastructure, technological, and market demands.